In this video today, we're going to be discussing going with your gut or going with the data, which one I recommend and the pros and cons of each. Greetings winners, Kevin here. If you're new to our channel, we discuss simple and practical ways to help you achieve a more successful future as leaders. Make sure to hit that subscribe and like button down below so you don't miss another video on finding ways to win. Okay, let's talk about things. Going with your gut. A lot of times you're a smaller company, you don't have all the people looking at the data, doing the analysis, people sitting at their desk. You're small, you're nimble, you're quick. What do? A lot of times you shoot from the hip really quick. Pros and cons with that. One of the good things is since you're in close contact with your customers in the market, you know what's going on, you know what they want, they know what you need, you can make a quick course of direction and get something out there quicker than a lot of your competition will. The bad news is you make a decision and you don't have anything to verify with it. So if it goes wrong, it can really go wrong and be a costly mistake. Okay, a lot of times big companies, huge companies, a lot of times you run and analyze and go everything based on the data. You look at the trends and that really helps you to make accurate decisions. You know what's going on. Hey, we raise our marketing 10%, we know our sales goes up 12%. So continuing to increase that number is a great thing on how it interacts. So looking at the data can really help guide us to our future. We know as we pull this lever in our business, this is what happens. The bad news is with our data, it's like driving, looking backwards. All the data is behind us, is past history. So a lot of times that makes us make decisions a little slower than someone else. Also, looking at the data, it doesn't help us see those big paradigm shifts, sudden changes, big breakthroughs in the marketplace. It just helps us to adjust and fine tune on the path where we're going. Okay, what should we do? Gut feel, going with the data. Honestly, never discount your gut feel, your intuition, your sixth sense, or the people who work for you. I'm always saying, really act on that sixth sense, that intuition, but verify it with data whenever possible. You think this might be a good thing? Go verify it. Take a good look. So go with your gut, verify it with data. Okay, that works well if you're a small company like we said before, and you're interacting with the customers. What if you're a bigger company and you really want to try get more of this gut feel, intuition, sixth sense sort of thing taking place? One thing you can do is you can have the second thing I recommend is having I would say intuition voice of the internal company meeting. You bring all your people together who actually regularly talk to your customers. Now these can be salespeople, customer service, accounts payable, just anyone who is always interacting with the customers, like pretty much multiple times per week. And you can get all these people in a room and start saying, hey, what do our customers want? What does the market want? What do they need? What do they want? What do they dislike? What do they say they want? And actually take that group internally, since they're closer to the customer, and only have people close to the customer, get them in the meeting and put that list down on the board of everything they think the changes we need. And then when that's done, go back and have that group prioritize most important to least important on what we think they need to do. Okay, now that was that one, to go with that gut intuition feel. Another thing we can do, now this is a totally different approach than what we just said. This one will be your internal diversity group. Now when I say diversity, I'm not talking culture. I'm talking you have some young people, middle-aged people, older people in their retirement. You have males, you have females, you have people who are single, people with families, people who are technical experts, someone who doesn't know much of anything about it. And one of the most important things on this group, when we're actually going to brainstorm for that, hey, what's this big breakthrough thing, this sudden change of direction we can find to beat our competitors, one of the important things to have in this group is someone in this group who doesn't know anything about what the product is, no idea, uninvolved, pretty much clueless, and bring them to the group. Now you might be saying, why would we want someone in this group who is clueless on what we're doing? Won't it be a waste of time? Well, it actually works out really well a lot of the time. Not always, but a lot of the times, because they always ask why. Why do we do something like that? They don't care how we do it because they didn't make those decisions. They are totally free. They're a free spirit. They're that white canvas that no paint's been put on yet. No paradigms to think of. So what happens a lot of times with our technical experts, let's say we're talking about our box wrench and we want to improve this and take our box wrench to the next level. A lot of people in the group might say, hey, we need to have offsets and better angles, or we need to have it stronger. We need to have some straight ones, some angled ones, some ones that offset down and over and all those things, because it's really hard to get in those tight spaces. Someone else who uses it quite a bit might say, hey, we need a bunch of short ones, both ends, only the box end, only the closed end. We need a lot of those things because there's just not a lot of room to get in there and turn it. And then you have that free spirit. What does that free spirit say? It's like, hey, aren't we in the 21st century? Why don't we just put some gears in there and a ball screw and a little electric motor and some batteries, and you just set it on top and push a button. Then who cares about how we have to turn it? I don't care. Let's just push a button and have it screw itself on. So that's what the free spirit can do for you. They look at things from a totally different perspective than anyone else. Okay, the third thing on making those decisions that I would say you really need to do is gather all your data. The first thing is, especially if you're small or you haven't done a lot of this decision making based on data, is actually ask around the different departments, what sort of data do we have? How has our sales gone over time, or our costs gone, or anything on people tracking the market, or any of those big events, just anything that the company already has. Then you get all this data together. The next part is someone's actually got to clean that data. Sometimes that takes quite a bit of time because all the data needs to be similar in time frames and dates and all those sort of things, so all the data lines up. So when we trend it and graph it, then we can actually, it's useful data to us. And the thing we're really looking for, once again, is, hey, we're looking for something that starts to go up and our sales goes up a little later. Something goes down and our sales goes down. We want to look for this thing that's a little sooner, so when we see that move, we can make adjustments before everyone else. So that's what we're really looking for on the data. The other thing we're really doing, we gathered all the data and we're missing something. So then we want to go back and find and try gather that other data for items that we are just missing. The last thing on our list, which we're going to do, is to get a good feel on the gut feel or the data, is actually surveys. This is, it can be an official survey. It can be your salespeople out talking, asking questions. This is really the voice of the customer with the customer. Actually, what do they like? What do they don't like? If you could have anything, what would you need? And it's just really asking them a lot of questions on what would they really want? What really rubs them the wrong way with everything in the market? So hopefully that helps on the decision making. Those are some little different steps. Go with your gut if you're close to the customer. If you're far away, have that group together, that everyone who interacts with customers. The third thing is that paradigm breaker. Get that big diverse group and then really look, hey, what's that perfect product, that perfect service out there? Fourth thing, get all that data, trend, and look at it. And the fifth thing is get those surveys out for their customers. So hopefully with all those things, it will help you make good decisions, and hopefully it will help you make decisions sooner than you would have in the past, because getting a head start always helps to get to the finish line first. Thanks for watching. Make sure to hit the like and subscribe button. And if it was useful to you, please share the video, help it get out and help other people who really want to take their company to the next level. And remember, it's a great day to win.